Charlotte has over 200 plus areas to choose from when moving here. And that's where most people mess up. They pick the wrong spot, they overpay, they get stuck in traffic, and they end up in a house that they don't even like. I moved to Charlotte at the age of 12, and I spent 13 years in California, and now I am back home helping hundreds of people move here. And if I were moving in 2026, these are the 5 areas I'd choose. So let's start with the first one. If I had to pick just one neighborhood in Charlotte to call home, it would be Noda. It's walkable, creative, and full of energy, but somehow it still feels like a small town tucked inside the city. I still check the listings there all the time. So people say the lots are small, but they're actually kind of long. You get a lot more backyard than you'd expect. And those older 1930s, 40s bungalows, ooh, I love them. They've got charm. They're the kind of homes with front porches and stories. I'm really not the gray on gray type. I love a home with personality. The only update I'd want, another bathroom. 1 bathroom homes in 2026 is not happening. I mean, that's unheard of and should be considered a crime. Noda's got its own heartbeat. Breweries, vintage shops, murals, and restaurants that make it impossible to stay in on the weekends. Optimus Hall is my go-to. You're close to uptown, but it still feels like a real neighborhood. I mean, you could probably find something at around $300K. This is something that most likely might need to be fixed up. And then if you're looking for some of the things that have been fixed up and flipped, you're probably leaning a little bit closer to $450K, maybe 5. And sometimes people do add in that half bath. It really makes it helpful. But if I wanted more breathing room, space, trees, quiet, I would head up north to Concord, Charlotte side. Concord gives you something that's getting rare in Charlotte. And that would be land. So if you want trees, quiet mornings, and a little bit of elbow room without giving up access to uptown, this is it. There's a stretch near Concord Mills that kind of hits the sweet spot. You got country calm, but it's still only 20 to 25 minutes from uptown. It's perfect for anyone who wants an older home on a few acres and freedom to make it their own. You get all the perks city buyers dream about. Lighter taxes, no HOA, fewer restrictions, but that freedom comes with a little fine print. No HOA means that your neighbor can do whatever they want to. So yeah, you might end up next to a goat farm or a front yard car lot. Both could be fun. So most homes here run on well and septic, so maintenance is gonna matter. You're gonna have to pump the septic tank, check your well water, stay on top of it, or it'll definitely remind you later. But the payoff is huge. You got open space, real peace and quiet. It's Charlotte adjacent living without all that Charlotte noise. So the average price in Concord right now, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. Some of the single family homes, you can find somewhere between 300 and 400K, but these again are still gonna kind of be a little bit of fixers uppers or just need a little bit more updating. You're gonna end up with more property if you want more land and maybe a little bit more innovation of the house. We're gonna bump up into that 400, 500K mark. But if I wanted luxury and convenience, I'd head to South Park. If I suddenly had a few million lying around, I think I'd move straight to South Park. It's where the old money meets modern taste. Polished, established, unapologetically beautiful. South Park is the classic Charlotte elegance. Tree-lined streets, brick mansions, and holiday lights that look like they belong straight out of a Hallmark movie set. It's Southern charm with a luxury twist. Quiet when you want it, lively when you need it. Everything you need is right there. You have South Park Mall for high-end shopping, steakhouses, rooftop dining, and wine bars on every corner. Some of the best schools in the city, but you'll need patience. Traffic here has been bad for years, and public transit, well, that's practically non-existent. Still, it is hard to beat the convenience. You are close to uptown and close to everything that matters. For families chasing prestige or professionals who've made it, South Park just fits. It's not where life slows down, it's where you settle in once you've arrived. The average home in the South Park area is actually gonna probably jump right up to that 600K, and that will be most likely your smaller starter. After that, you can easily find most homes sitting around that $1 million mark and up. They're looking a little bit more like not full-blown estates, but like a mini estate, if that's a thing. And by the way, if you're watching this thinking, I still don't know which area I'd fit in, take my Charlotte area quiz. It is the easiest way to find your match before you start searching for houses. But if I wanted to trade traffic for sunsets and skyline views for open water, I'd be at Lake Norman. Number 4, Lake Norman/Cornelius. If I'm living by the water, I'm living on the water. Because once you've had coffee on a dock at sunrise, there is no going back. Lake Norman is the definition of peaceful luxury. It's where people go to slow down without giving up the perks of the city life. You're close enough to Uptown for concert and games, but far enough to feel like you're on a vacation every single day. Water life comes with a price tag. Homes with docks or direct access, premium always. Even renting a slip or paying marina fees adds up. So you're not just buying a house, you're buying a lifestyle. And like all luxury, it comes with upkeep. Boats, decks, seawalls, it's maintenance heavy. But those sunrise coffees and sunset dinners, worth every penny. Calm mornings, open skies, the quiet hum of the waves against your dock. Lake Norman isn't just a place, it is a way of life. Currently, Lake Norman is gonna really depend on, are you on the water or are you water adjacent? So if you are on the water, those houses are gonna be pricier. We're probably asking around $800K and up. If we're a little bit outside of the water, but still in a neighborhood that you could have lake access, you might get that $700K price range, but you are definitely paying for that location for sure. And if I wanted the same piece with more land and lower taxes, you know what? I'd go cross that border to South Carolina. Number 5, Clover, South Carolina. Open land, quiet mornings, that old Carolina charm everyone's looking for. Horse farms everywhere. Clover feels rural, but it's only about 30 minutes from Charlotte. You get more land for your money, lower taxes, and a slower, more connected way of living. It's small town living done right. Horse farms, open fields, and friendly faces. Just enough local spots to make life easy without losing the peace. And here is the best part. You don't lose access to that Charlotte lifestyle. You just get to enjoy it with way more space and fewer rules. Right behind it sits Rock Hill. Same easy drive in, same balance of calm and connection, 2 states, but honestly, it's the same rhythm, the same heartbeat, just a little slower. In Clover, if you're kind of looking for a horse farm with a lot of times they'll have orchards and stuff, you're looking around $700 or $800K. Now, if you're just looking with a house with a little bit of land, we can probably drop that back down to around $400, $500K. Now, there are homes in every price range depending on what you are specifically looking for. But if you're kind of going for this quintessential thing that I'm talking about, those are going to be the price ranges that you'll want to keep in the back of your mind. Let's be real, I can't tell you everything about Charlotte in one video, and picking the wrong area, well, that's a 7-figure mistake. You don't want to spend years stuck in traffic, overpaying, and living in a house that you hate. So before you move, watch my Charlotte pros and cons video. It will give you the full picture. Then take my Charlotte area quiz down below. It'll match you with the part of Charlotte that actually fits you. I'm Inga, your real estate bestie, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.